Record. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Diamond Zone. Just so everybody knows, the Diamond Zone call yesterday has been uploaded, and it's going to live on Hilo Life. So if you're not part of Hilo Life, which I think everybody is, let us know so we could add you to that page. And also yesterday, the 6 o'clock World Opportunity presentation, I uploaded that. That's on Hilo World, or Hilo Life, I should say. So that's a full opportunity presentation. And at the end, you know how sometimes I take a 1-minute break and we do a quick fast start training? So that in total is 1 hour and 10 minutes long, but it includes the fast start training at the end. So for people asking, you know, can I send a opportunity presentation to somebody? That's where it lives. Now, I will also be doing a 30-minute version of that, and I will also be doing a 15-minute version of that. Obviously, just to give high points to the people that want more information quickly. So as you know, when I do the 10 and 6, I go into more detail. So I will do those in the next 3 days, and we'll have those also to you as part of your tools to send people to intrigue them. Okay? So hopefully that will help everybody. But guys, understand something. I really believe in the live opportunity presentations. It creates urgency, right? Because everybody knows they can just get a recording. Then you just start sending out the recording and people have no urgency to watch it. Now, I'm not saying you can't use it as a tool, okay, but just always promote the live ones first if they can't get on, because you get so much better results if you know someone's on a live call and you could follow up immediately after. Okay, so what I want to talk about, Lisa, what are you doing on Monday? Okay. Lisa will be doing Monday, and she's going to be doing some back office training. She's getting requests on different aspects of the back office. So that will be happening Monday. Remember, these happen Monday through Friday, so not tomorrow and Sunday. All right. So let's talk about what we want to talk about. I had a lot of good feedback about yesterday's call, which is basically the realistic expectations. And you know, I want these calls to be another level, guys, because I want you guys to know that the journey you're taking, you're going to have landmines that you hit. You're going to have successes. But the whole key is to understand your long-term potential and your long-term vision as you take this journey. So just know, when you hit a roadblock, okay, it's part of the journey. When you hit a success, it's part of the journey. Never let any circumstance stop your journey. And that's why we have these Diamond Zone calls, so you guys keep moving forward. So I wanted to do this today. It's how to create desire in your product and your opportunity. How to create desire. Because understand, guys, people today that you're talking to, they have their life. Okay, just because you entered into their life doesn't mean they want what you have. So what you have to do is you got to create the desire within somebody to want your product or your opportunity, right? Got to fit it into their life. And you got to know that they're going to come at you with many different roadblocks. Let me give you a number one roadblock. Time. Yes, I like what you have, but I have no time. Yes, I like what you have, but I have no money. Yes, I like what you have, but it's multi-level marketing. Okay, so you understand when you come to people, you're representing what? Change. And it's much easier to say no to change than to say yes to change. So how do you go out there and create desire? Okay, so this training is really all about understanding what we do, right? And what we do to create desire is we first advertise. Okay, and through advertising, I'm going to show you how we advertise. You want to get people's attention. Okay, let me give you a little hint about the advertising. We're not talking about going on national TV. We're not talking about going on radio. We're not talking about going out there and list and doing magazine ads. You're advertising you. You're the advertisement. That's the beauty of network marketing. And what we're trying to do is get people's attention, right? So you can then share the opportunity with people. But in order to do that, you have to know how to attract people. And you have to have the right approach. Right? So these are the things that I want to talk about today. So let's talk about, first of all, how you advertise. Well, first of all, you got to become a walking, talking product of the product. You got to become a walking testimonial. Well, let me share with you something. This part is very simple because all you have to do now is wear the halo. That's what we're talking about, being a product of the product. So it's not like when I was in nutritional supplements, right? I'm walking around and I have 27 different products in my body, right? And I'm showing people that I'm taking all these pills. Okay, now, we did very well that way, but I had to take advantage of every opportunity to show people, right, that I'm doing something different. Whether it be walking around with a certain juice, whether I was at a restaurant and all of a sudden I put 50 pills on my plate and I start taking them like this one at a time, right, and making a big deal about it, right? So people would go, what is he doing? Right, trying to create some excitement about what I was doing. And so people would say, what's that? See, I don't have to do that here. See, all I have to do is wear the halo. And I can't wait for those colorful bands because I'm going to wear the loudest band possible. I might wear 4 halos on each arm. Okay, I might just have red, purple, blue, green on this arm. And people go, what's on your arm? Well, glad you asked. Now, obviously, I'm being funny, okay? But understand, okay, you want to attract and become a product of the product. Now, 2 things here. Understand, okay, how your product, not how it works, but be familiar with your product. Okay, I don't know everything about the halo, but you know what? I do, literally, I will do an EKG 5 or 6 times a day. I'll do my heart rate. I'll make it a point. If I'm in the sauna after my workout, you know what I do? I sit there and there's people there. You know what I do? I go like this. Okay. I sit there and I go just like this. And guess what? Someone's going to say, what are you doing? Okay. What am I doing? Well, I'm doing my EKG and getting my blood pressure and my heart rate. Really? Well, how does that work? Here we go. Right? So I'm trying to take advantage of different opportunities to maybe create conversation. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to advertising. Okay, take advantage of every opportunity to show the product an opportunity. What we do, guys, is we go fishing. That's what we're doing. We're going fishing. So we could fish many different ways, right? I could fish one-on-one. I could put myself in the position of being around people. How? Health club, trade shows, any type of an event that you're going to. You have to have an awareness around you. Not that you're going to attack everybody. No. But you got to put yourself in situations to get around people. And guys, understand, I know how simple this is. In the beginning, what are we doing? Text messages, instant messages, right? Emails. But I'm talking about when you're out and about. Okay, just being aware of your surroundings, being aware of conversations, seeing what people talk about, knowing how to lead people into a conversation to get them to talk about what you want to talk about, right? And here we go again. Now you're going back to what? Okay, let's see who catches it. How many times you hear me say it? What are the things you want to talk to people about? Anybody? Flop, right? Family, live, occupation, passions. I could lead people into conversations. This is advertising, guys. This is how you do it. Okay, family, friends, referrals, cold market, people you meet. At the end of the day, had a conversation with somebody yesterday, okay, and this person says, you know what, Jeff? I like to tell good conversations, and because everybody's having the same conversations, okay, a lot of people are. They're saying, listen, I'm doing everything you say, I'm just not getting the results I want to get yet. I'm sending out the text messages. Okay, you got to help me. Guys, listen, at the end of the day, yes, it is a numbers game. This is where you're tested. And I will tell you, if you do the right things on a daily basis, your business turns on a dime. Okay, it's not magic that every time you send out that 2-minute video, people go, oh my goodness, I must do this. How do I buy a family pack? No, it's the simplicity of the system and the simplicity of sending out something, but you have to understand some people aren't ready to receive the information. Do you realize we weren't ready to receive the information in July when Chad and Natita reached out to us? Do you guys even know that story? See, Jeremy reached out to us 60 days after, and we were ready to receive the information. 60 days before, Chad and Natita said, we want to do a Zoom meeting with you and Lisa. We have you on our top 5. We're just getting started. We weren't ready to receive it. But then 60 days later, okay, Jeremy reached out. We were ready to receive it. Let me give you another analogy. How many of you get the Sunday newspaper? I promise you, in the middle of that newspaper is the same advertisements every single week. And if you're not looking for something in particular, what do you do with that? You just throw it away, correct? But the week your flat screen TV, right, blows up, that day you go, oh, here's the Sunday newspaper. Where's the flat screen TVs? And if that person wasn't advertising that particular week, they potentially lost a sale. How many people, their situations change every week? This is a good rule for you guys. Even people you reached out to 30 days ago, 60 days ago. So you may think, okay, well, 90 days ago, I already talked to that person. It's always good to keep touching base. It's called a tickler file, right? I talked to so-and-so in August. Let's touch base. How's it going? It's not like, hey, are you ready yet? No, how's it going? And you keep these people in your funnel. You never know. This is why, right, you keep advertising. This is why you always do your Facebook post. Because people are watching you. You guys know that, right? They're watching. Are they still doing that thing? And all of a sudden, they start to see the lifestyle pictures. They start to see your post. They start to see that, oh my gosh, the company just offered a new product called BioZen. Wow, they came up with a new kilo. People are watching. Hang on, let me mute everybody. Okay, there we go. So make no mistake about it, guys. Even though you may not think people are watching, they are. Okay, now, when you look at our business, hang on, I went backwards. Someone's getting creative on my screen. So, oh, how does this work? Let's see if I could write on the screen. Oh, it does work. All right, so here's the deal. Okay, it's consistent advertisement. Okay, now people go, I've already gone through my warm market. I know I'm going to have a call this morning, and I know what the person's going to say. Jeff, I've been through my warm market. What now? Okay, what do you mean, what now? Okay, what now means, right, you got to create another warm market. What now means is getting out there. What now means is Okay, understanding that you have to continue to run the numbers. Think about this. You start any traditional business. Now, I always use this analogy. Let's say you bought a restaurant, okay? And you put $500,000 into that restaurant. And you got the best chef, you got an unbelievable menu, you got a great nightlife, right? An unbelievable bar, and you open for business. Now, and you're gonna have a grand opening, right? Of course you're gonna have a grand opening. You put $500,000 in this. Who are you gonna invite to your grand opening? Every single person you know. You would leave nobody there out. And you would say, listen, I bought a restaurant. I need you to come to the grand opening. And everybody comes to the grand opening. And the next day, right? The next day, how are you going to get people? Well, that's over. Let's close up shop. No, you're going to stay open and you're going to figure it out. But see, there you have a storefront. You have a physical building. Okay, we all got to get creative. And Rabu did a great training on advertisement. It's consistent advertisement, guys. It's going out there, creating new Facebook friends. It's getting out there. This is a business of people. And so we're always fishing. So how do you get people's attention? Okay, attention is gotten, is that right? you get people's attention through conversation. Okay, compliment and listen. Remember, you're the advertisement. And you got to be somebody that's different. You know how you stick out? Be different. Just watch people. Just watch people. Okay, can't you pick somebody out of a group that you know has a presence? Okay, but let me share with you a very easy way to be different. Okay, through your conversation, complimenting and listening. People love to be complimented. People like to be listened to. So that right there separates you from most. Your attitude is positive. This is why some people do very well in their warm market and some people don't. Just calling what it is. Okay, some people do well in their warm market because they know that that person is a positive person. They know that person's an entrepreneur. Right? If we call somebody, knowing our backgrounds for 24 years, okay, do you think people say, well, they're not driven? No, they say, well, that's Jeff and Lisa. They're driven. They're always out there. They're always doing something. Okay, so you have to understand you have a reputation, right? And people sometimes have to see something different. And people want to get involved with people who are positive. Because the number one thing you can change, forget the financial situation right now, okay? I know a lot of us, you're looking to rank advance. We're all working really hard these next 4 days, right? But understand something. If you're not making the kind of money you want to make yet, what's the number one thing you can change? Your attitude, your excitement, your appearance you could change. Smiling, right? These are little subtle changes on how you get people's attention. Your lifestyle, your story, right? How about this one? You have a story. How many people never even create a story? Because in their mind, their story has been written. This is what I do. This is how I do it. This is my routine. Today is going to look like tomorrow, and it looked like yesterday. Nothing changes. I do this and I work 40, 50 hours a week. Here's the house I live in. Here's the car I drive. Here's the husband I have. and here's the kids, okay, that I have. Okay, and that's it. That's my story. People stop dreaming. You know this, right? They settle. Well, you know what? Things aren't that bad. We have a better car than Mary, right? Our house, we know our house is a better designed house than Bob's. So things aren't that bad. So people start to settle. They stop dreaming. Why? Because they know the situation they're in will never allow them to have and never allow them to dream. So why think about it? As an example, when I was with Bally Health Clubs, I was never thinking about becoming financially independent. And true story, if I ever did have that thought, it was about winning the lottery. It wasn't about taking control and looking for a multi-level marketing opportunity. You ever think that went through my mind? Do you think people wake up and go, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to find a good network marketing company. I think today's the day I'm going to get wealthy. Do you think people think that way? No, they don't think that way. So what do? They settle. Can you imagine that? Wow, honey, it just came across my mind today. I had a dream that we should join a network marketing company. People don't think that way. So when you are advertising and you're getting people's attention and you're sharing them with your story about where you were and where you're going, you're trying to flame the desire. It's down there. Everybody has that desire somewhere. You got to fan it, right? You got to light it. You got to ignite it. And some people, they just don't want, you might light it, but you know what they do when you walk away? They go, whew, that felt too good. Man, hold on a second. I was dreaming again. I was thinking about becoming wealthy. I can't do that. Some people do that, right? But see, that's not your concern. Your concern is to be who you are and tell people where you're going, and you're trying to fan that flame. That's how you do it. That's the appearance. That's the attitude. That's the conversation. Okay, key, you will always hold their attention. People, if you're really listening, okay, you don't listen like this. Now watch me, okay? Let me use Misty. Misty, if I'm talking to Misty, now watch my eyes. Misty, tell me what's going on with your family. How are the kids? Wow. Okay, how's hubby? How's his job going? It's not like, hey, Misty, how's it going? Right? And you're not really listening. You listen with the intent. You really want the information. I want Misty to know I'm listening. If I'm going to talk about family, where they live, their occupation, I want her to know I'm here with you. Because I really want the information. Why? Because I know, based on the questions I'm asking her, I'm listening to where she might want to change. Right? Sincerely. This is not made up. I sincerely believe I have a great opportunity. But I have to find out her needs and wants first, correct? So I have to listen to her. And believe me, if you listen with intent, they will tell you everything. Now, I'm talking about more of a one-on-one basis. Now, the reason we say talk to your warm market first, you already know the struggles they may be facing. And sometimes your warmest of warm market are the hardest on you. But you know what's so great about them? It's good practice. That's all it is. It's good practice. Because then you get to a point where you know what you're looking for. I've trained on this before, right? I know very quickly, okay, if I have somebody that I want versus somebody that I'm just trying to get. Big difference. Someone I want versus someone I'm just trying to get. Okay, and all the people that are on this call, okay, you're the ones that we want. Everybody would want this group, right? But just think about how you got involved. People say, this is so hard. Okay, how were you introduced? Just think. How was everybody here introduced? Was it a phone call? Did you get the 2-minute video? Why do you think I say what I say every time I do a presentation? You know what I've been saying now before I do the presentation? This presentation is twofold. It's for the people in the business, and it's also for people looking at the business. Because for the people in the business, I want you to listen to this presentation as if you had to do it. And I want you to listen intently on what message I send when I do a presentation, because everything is for a reason. Do you know why I tell everybody how I got involved? Because I want you just to think about this. Okay, I just want you to think about the story. I was working out at the gym. I'm sending a message. I received a text message. I was not looking for an opportunity. That's another message. And because I respected the person that sent it, respected a person that sent it, and here's what the message said. Everything there is overcoming objections, everything of what they may be going through. Every aspect of it. You need to think. I send messages. And I want you guys, when you get people's attention, there's messages you're sending out to people. Now, the initial message is what? To see if you could get some low-hanging fruit. That's what that text message is. If there's low-hanging fruit out there, let's throw it out and see who bites. When people go, well, this is not working. Well, that's part one. That's part one. Remember I said yesterday, 18-month journey? I think I was using Nicole. It's amazing how people will give 24 years of their life to something that they'll never achieve their financial goals. But here, as we take this learning curve of understanding ourselves, we think 18 months is a long time. And then I go back, right? The text message, what it said, and how we were intrigued, and it led to another conversation. So these are things, this is how you guys understand the journey, and this is how you get people's attention. It's communicating, but it's first listening. Some of you are running cold market ads. Okay, I know that. Is there anything wrong with it? No. But just understand, okay, most people that are responding to a cold market ad are looking for what? You think they're looking for a network marketing company? No. They're looking for a job. So now you got to create that desire away from the traditional thinking, because isn't that how we're raised? Go to school and get a job, right? It doesn't say go to school and find a good network marketing company so you can become financially independent. It doesn't say that in the rule book. So you got to change people's mentality. So you got to get really good, right, at communicating that. That's part of maybe your learning curve. So everything has checks and balances. So don't get so hard on yourself. As long as you're doing things every day, you're going to get better. Here's the problem. You just want it faster than it's happening. And I get it. I understand it. But that's why we did the training of unrealistic expectations. Okay, now that's attention. And you never, ever want to come across this way. You never want to come across in I can't talk. In a attacking mode. You want to attract, not attack. You guys know the difference, right? Because people say, well, I just don't want to become one of those people. I had this conversation recently. I go, well, tell me about those people. Well, they just want you to do everything that they're doing. They're always just talking about business, and they're always attacking. Okay, you know what I said to that person? Then don't be that type of person. Do you think there's a magic dust I put over you when you get involved in network marketing so you could go attack people? Be you. This is me. I'm passionate. I'm excited. That's just me. Don't be me, by the way. Don't ever be you. That's some good advice. Okay, Jeff's always excited. I got to be, not necessarily. This is who I am. Then you talk to Lisa, she has her style. Okay, but I'm passionate. And some people take my passion, right, as I'm trying to get them. No, you're misconstruing. I'm excited about my opportunity. So I don't attack. So people say, well, I don't want to attack my family and friends. Then don't. I'm telling you how to do it. You attract them through what? Through your conversation, through listening, through your attitude. They go, what's going on with you? You're always excited now. What's going on? See, that's a change. Because just watch people. Okay, it's usually the same thing every day. They don't get too excited, right? They're not up and down. They're just like, that's called settling. And you watch what happens to some people when they believe they're involved in something that can give them what they need or want. That's why you're all here. That's why you attend every day. When people say, hey, can I have 20 minutes of your time? Absolutely. That's why we're here. Okay, but if we're going to spend the time together, let's figure out, right, what you're doing and come to the table to what you're doing so we could come up with a solution to maybe tweaking a couple of things here and there. But you know what the answer is usually going to be? Keep doing what you're doing, unless you're doing something not productive. Because if I sit down with somebody, they go, well, Jeff, I'm reading all these chapters in the book every day, and I finished 3 books. Well, that's not going to get you to where you want to go. That's part of it, but what are we doing to touch people? What are we doing to attract people to our business? Because I want you to think about this, right? About creating desire. How many of you woke up today, say, you know what, today's the day that I'm going to buy a vacuum cleaner. Today, you know what, I'm not feeling very well today. Yeah, I got this headache. I think I'm going to look for a cemetery lot. Really? Or I'm going to change my health insurance policy. Or I need more life insurance. Do we think this way? No. But why did you buy these items, some of you? Because somebody showed you the benefits of owning them. Right? No one wakes up and says, this is the day I'm going to get a vacuum cleaner, unless your vacuum cleaner broke. So this desire, because understand answers to the test. What people seek in an opportunity is recognition, advancement. Money was last. Money's third. Recognition, number 1. Advancement opportunities, and then money. People want a future, right? Why are people dissatisfied with their jobs? You're talking to somebody, right? So you're getting to a conversation with somebody you know who has a job. Understand the answers before you open up the conversation. These are the answers. I just went over it. Lack of recognition, no advancement, poor management, bored, money. This is what you're facing. So when I'm talking to somebody with a job, I know the answers to the test. So I have my responses. What's the response? I understand the way you feel. I get it. Here's where I was. And you then match the opportunity to the people you're talking to. What if you're talking to a commission salesperson? Right? Remember FLOP? Family, live, occupation. And the person says, I'm in sales. Oh, are you commission only? Then I know because I know this PowerPoint slide that if I'm doing a good job, if I'm commission only, okay, they cut your commission. They may reduce your territory. They offer no future. Why? You're commission only. And there's no opportunity. Right? So how would I match this opportunity to somebody like this? You guys follow? So these are what's happening when you're talking to people. Now you know where they're at. Even if it's cold market. I could ask 2 or 3 questions. I was talking to a guy yesterday, did a 3-way call, and they said they were with this company for 2 years. I asked them very simple questions. And I said, okay, listen, you're probably making about $500 a month after 2 years. He goes, yeah, you're pretty much right on, a little bit less, because I asked the right questions. So I know where people are at, so they can't smoke screen me. What about employees that are dissatisfied with their jobs? No recognition, stressed out, corporate politics, right? How about a business owner? Hey, what kind of business you in, Mary? Well, I'm a business owner. So immediately I'm going, oh, a lot of times too much overhead. I'll ask those questions. No cash flow, accounts receivables, businesses growing but going broke. That's a big one. No freedom, business owns them. That's what you know when someone says they're a business owner. One of these things comes true. Believe me. How about the M&Mers? Remember these guys? Okay, 2 people working, too much travel, too many hours, unhappy in position, no challenge, no personal growth, never see each other. Right, lifestyle's okay, but look at what cost? Now, how do you match the opportunity to people you're talking to? Do you guys know, I'll close it up with this slide. Do you guys know what this opportunity offers people? So when you're talking to people, understand the benefits of this. World gives people an opportunity to own their own business. Okay, which really, if you think about it, is the American dream without the traditional overhead, right? Lifestyle control, tax advantages. These are benefits of being involved with World, along with everything else you know. Category creator, right? Category creator product. Those are things that most companies don't have. But if I'm talking to a business owner, you see the points I'm making over here? Hey, Mayor, I understand the way you feel, but see, I started a new business. I have no employees. I have no traditional overhead. Now, do you think that might stir up conversation? Maybe. What's another benefit here? The immediate income. Okay, hang on. The immediate income. Being able to earn money right away, right? That could cover a car payment, a mortgage payment, a child's tuition. You know how powerful our immediate income is and the type of dollars people can make right away? Do you know how rare this is with a traditional business? Most businesses don't turn a profit for 3 to 5 years. Right? But I could show people, could I not show somebody a business plan on how to make 100 grand their first year? You guys see it every time I do a presentation, that 2x2, right? Now, does that mean they're going to earn it? No, that's why I call it a business plan. But you can't say if you had that many people buying that product times the percentage you're at, you wouldn't make that kind of money. But see, a lot of people, guys, that you're talking to attract them, okay, they're looking for immediate income. I tell people all the time, listen, our first goal with you is to get you to at least $2,000 a week. That's my goal. I want to show you that plan. Think about that. What would an extra $8,000 a month? Now, obviously, there's no guarantees here, but I could certainly show them that plan. And I could show that plan with confidence because I know people are earning it, right? Now, we're taking advantage of wearable tech. $34 billion market. We have a car program. We have a loyalty and reward program, right? We have a stock option program. So some of you who are running cold market ads and the person has that traditional job mentality, well, I could talk about this. Could I not? Now, we have a great immediate income program, right? But we also have a car program, loyalty, and a stock option program. Makes them think, well, wow, this is like a traditional job. You got to get them there first so they are open to receive the information. The advancement opportunity. Remember, this covers everything I just talked about, right? If I have somebody that's stuck, well, here's what I love about this business, Bill. Man, you're paid what you're worth. I have no glass ceiling. And there's so many luxury incentives. I could go as far as I want to go. And I remember working for somebody else, I had the glass ceiling. I hit the top. And then I talk about residual income. Because this is what most people that you will talk to don't have. Because we can all work all of our lives with immediate income. And if we're not good savers, right, we really have nothing for our future. So residual income is time freedom. It's money freedom. It's securing your retirement. It's not trading time for dollars. And what I love about what I've accepted, Bill, man, is I'm around a great group of people, and there's a system I could leverage. See, I don't come to the table with all the answers, but I'm working with some very successful people that do. It's a proven system for success. I have group coaching lessons every morning. Okay, there's turnkey programs. There's events, and there's social media platforms that we could take advantage of. So if I'm talking to somebody, do you see here, guys? These are some of your talking points. That's what this is. So if I'm sitting down and I'm talking to somebody and I want to incorporate all this, watch this. After listening to where they're at, hey, Mary, man, I understand the way you feel. Man, but I just tell you this, okay, I know where you're at, and I always want to own my own business, Lisa and I, but I didn't have the money. What I love about what we just found is there's no traditional overhead, but I'm able to take advantage, okay, of tax advantages that I didn't have working for somebody else. But what's so exciting is not only do I own my own business, but do you know they put me on a business plan to do this spare time, part-time? I'm only putting in 4 to 6 hours a week. That's all I have. But they put me on a plan to make an extra $2,000 a month. That's significant for us. And we're in what this thing called, it's called a new category. It's called wearable tech. Do you know that's going to be a $34 billion market? Because I have to make a change. I'm sick of being stuck. I'm sick and tired of not being paid what I'm worth. I'm not going to go anywhere with where I'm at. I had to make a change because I'm starting to get to a point, Mary, where I'm thinking about my future. And without residual income, I don't have a future. I can't rely on Social Security. I want that time freedom. And I just got involved with a group of people. Man, they are excited. They understand where I'm at because they were there. And they're providing the coaching and training for me. Now, did I not just incorporate every part of that in 2 minutes? Now, after listening to Mary, did I not maybe after all that, after listening and then matching what I have to what she's looking for, if I didn't spark a flame, if I didn't create desire, you know what? Next. I did it correctly. This is what you all have to understand. If you do it correctly. Now, what does it start with? Send out the text. Try to catch your low-hanging fruit. That's what that is. But then get really good at just practicing everything I just shared with you. Okay? Because when you attract people, right, by sharing with them what this business has done for you, and then you match it to the person you're talking to, right, you have to understand now it's based on them accepting it. Something, you have to spark something. What's their hot button? That's what you're searching for. And that's why you do it this way. Because believe me, if you could base this on how the business fits them and you satisfy their needs, okay, this is when people will let you know that they're open. So 45 minutes. This has been recorded. Appreciate all of you. Guys, today, 10 and 6. Doing the call today and tomorrow, and they're every day, as you guys know. Pack the house, okay? Let's all do what we have to do over the weekend. We're available. I have 3-way calls lined up from the time I get off this phone. okay, to the time I do the call and afterwards. One more thing, Lisa's. What? Okay, the classic kilo, you guys all know about that, right? Once supplies are gone, they're gone. So as of right now, they're still there. It's a good way to create urgency. Appreciate all of you. Talk to you all very soon. Thank you.